boys and girls, thanks for coming to my house. It's Mrs. Rogers here. I'm so happy you could join me. You know, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Oh, you know, this guy, he likes to have an intro there. Let's just start again. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Could you be mine? This is kind of the part where I forget the words. I just like to hum along for a minute. Won't you be mine? Could you be mine? I've always wanted to work at a preschool like shining light. I always love to hug on kiddos day or night. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Even though we're sheltered in place, send me a text, shoot me a picture. I sure miss my preschoolers. All right, let's just stop him right now. Won't you be my neighbor? I have so enjoyed getting to do preschool with you from afar, from my home. It has been a great and fun time. And today is the day I'm going to tell you about the last words that Jesus ever said, on earth anyway. So today, boys and girls, we're going to learn the last important truth that Jesus ever says to us. But first, let me make sure you know that you can trust Jesus because he is faithful to keep his promise. Now, the word faithful just means true to the facts. So remember at chapel when we had that little ball and we threw it up in the air and it came back down? That was true to the facts of gravity. I couldn't find that little ball. I have a ball. I have a ball here. Let's just see. If I throw this up in the air, it is true to the facts that it will come back down. Oh, sorry. Oh gosh. Sorry about that, Brett. Brett is my cameraman for all of these Mrs. Rogers videos, and here's a secret. He went to Shining Light too when he was really little. I probably changed his diaper. But now he's so big, and I am so very thankful to him for helping me video these videos for you. No, you. But back to the point. Jesus is faithful to keep his promise, and a promise is just to say something and then to do it. And that's Jesus. What? Freddie just asked me something. Hold on. He said, what's a promise? How can you even trust all of these promises? Well, guess where they are, Freddie? They're in the Bible. It's true. All of the promises that God ever made are right here in the Bible. Now, this Bible looks a little different than your Bible. This is my big girl Bible. Not a lot of pictures in here. In fact, 0 pictures. I mean, unless you can't count the maps at the back of the Bible. And here are some of the promises. I've written them in here. Let's read them. Isaiah 43:1. I have called you by name, and you are mine. You're his treasure. It's a promise. Believe it and trust it. How about this one? Psalms 28:7. Remember this from chapel? The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him. Trust him. And I am protected. I am safe. I am loved. That's a promise. Now, how about this one? John 3:16. For God so loved the world, he gave his only son. God loved you so much, he gave you baby Jesus. But it doesn't end there, right? Jesus grows up to be big and strong. And this is what he says at the very end of his ministry. He says, basically, Matthew 28:20, I will still be with you. Even though I'm going to heaven, I will be with you. Another verse that's very fun to look at and trust is Hebrews 13:5. I will never leave you nor forsake you. And forsake just means abandon, leave you out in the cold, forget about you. No, Jesus will never forget about you. But sometimes it's hard to understand that since Jesus is no longer here, he's in heaven with his Father. It's hard to believe him or trust him. But just because he's not here doesn't mean you can't, because you can't see him and he's not here doesn't mean it's not true. Let's try an experiment. Like an experiment is just something that we'll do to validate a hypothesis. And like, let's try this. Like if I hypothesize what your mom's going to say. If you say like, Mom, I'm so bored. Mom, there is nothing to do. And then if you kind of like, shrug your shoulders and put your head like this, I'm just so bored, Mom. Well, I hypothesize that your mom's going to say, get outside, go play. That's kind of how an experiment works. You try something and see if it validates the truth. How about we try this? I want you to jump up and down 20 times really quick. I'll count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep jumping. 11, 12, 13, 14. You're almost done. 15, 16. 20. Okay, now sit down. Whew. Put your hand on your heart. Do you feel it? Can you feel it beating? Can you see it? No, but it's still there. And we want you to know here at Shining Light that even when you can't see Jesus, he's there. And the promises in his Bible are true for you. And here's one more thing. Why don't you join me at chapel? Because Jesus has a job for you. No you, no you, no you, no you, no you.